So how this works is this is just a dashboard. It's just gonna tell you everything for the month. You want to click file, make a copy, of course, because otherwise you won't be able to edit it. And this is like at the end of the month, you just record what you learned. But here is just gonna autofill based on the data that you put. This is if you're looking for opportunities, so ignore this because you're already in one now. This is what you'll be using for for tracking the convos. So at the end here, you just wanna at the end of the day, basically, you want to be recording how many DMs did you send, how many follow-ups did you do, how many links did you send, how many calls actually booked, and then if any closed, how many closed. And the easiest way to keep track of that, if you're not writing it down on like a pen and notepad, is just with this app, with this website. So you click on that, click more, and then this column could be for so every time you start a new DM, you send a new DM, just click the space bar, it fills in with one. And then with follow-ups, every new follow-up you do, shoot, let's do that. And then just keep running it up. It's super simple. And then at the end of the day, let's say it was like 54 new messages and then uh, I don't know, 80 follow-ups. Then I don't obviously tweak this to the date. So what's the date right now? And every month you make a copy for the new month. And what's the date right now? It's 16. Let's say you did 54, you did 80, and then let's say on that day you sent like 5 links and then 3 booked in, and let's say none closed, but let's say the next day they do close, and you put that in, right? And then this will just fill out, and then you'll see it'll fill out automatically. And let's say the next day we did like 89, we did 60, say we sent 3 links, 3 booked in, say 2 closed that day, and then boom, it'll fill out. And pretty much how you know how much you make exactly, prospectives, this is just like for people who you sent the link to, or like they've booked in the call. This shouldn't be for anyone and everyone. It should be for links sent and calls booked because like prospective means there's a good chance they're gonna close or they're gonna be a client. So with that, we just delete that. Yeah. Let's say on the 17th, we get the 2 people that closed, or let's say, let's just say like for simplicity's sake, the two people that closed, their name was Adam Little, Adam Smith, Brian Smith closed. But let's say before the sales call, before you know they closed, there's like appointment booked. But let's say they closed. Say they closed. Where did they come from? The action. Let's say like commented on post. Let's say this one followed, and then you should know like how much did they close for? What's cash collected? So difference between revenue and cash collected. Revenue is just how much the product is. So let's say this guy closed for the 3,500 one. How much is the software? You said 1900.
1800.
1800. So let's say this guy wanted the software, it's 1800. Let's say this guy couldn't do the full 3,500, so can only do 2,000 at the moment, and obviously we get the rest down the line. And then this guy paid in full, and then your commission is just simply going to be like, okay, 10%, so $200 and 180 bucks. And any notes that you find useful, that would be useful to put here, then put them in. This doesn't work.
Right.
I mean, this isn't filling in because it's just for example's sake, the only data we have is closed. But when this all fills out, you'll have a bunch of different like people and they all fill out. It makes sense. And then it'll say revenue, cash collected, and the commission that you've made so far month. And it will be here as well. And then here is optional if you want to hold yourself accountable, then just customize it to you and just tick it off. And if you want to add more, just like just drag it out and then put your own there. That all makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it does for sure.
Cool. Any questions or does it make sense now?
Yeah, it makes sense. At first, yeah, it didn't make sense. Because like I said, I had to stop watching it and then keep watching it. But yeah, it definitely makes
Yeah.
sense now.
Okay, cool.